Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all. McFlurry versus Blizzard versus Frosty.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcast should have a theme song. Podcast should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Mark, this is an audio podcast, but you look like a member of the E Street Band, and I wish people could see what you were doing here, like what this outfit is. Maybe can you take a picture of yourself and we'll post it on our socials to accompany this? I'm not taking it right now.
I'm taking a screenshot. No, I just took a screenshot.
You're taking a screenshot?
Yeah. Here's why. I ran out of the hair stuff that I like to use, and my solution to that, when my hair is kind of long, I don't do the baseball cap because the baseball cap makes me look like Bernie Madoff with white hair poking out the sides when it's long. So I do the bandana. Yeah, I guess I look more like, we were saying before we started recording that it looks like the hair comes with the bandana, like it's a novelty thing.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm cursed with this little white foof that just sticks right up in the front. But, what am I going to do?
But also it's like a whole ensemble. It's the blue bandana. Let me just lay this out for everybody. Thick blue bandana headband, like thick, like tall. Mm-hmm. Like you didn't roll it real short. You gave it some room.
I did less the Frank Stallone and more the Tommy Lee.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's more of a Tommy Lee. Mm-hmm. And then the blue, I think that's a Dodgers Hawaiian shirt.
It is a Dodgers Hawaiian shirt, a blue Dodgers Hawaiian shirt.
A blue Dodgers Hawaiian shirt. Yeah. So when you put them together, you're like the kid who sits in the back of the class that is asleep most of the time.
Let me ask you this, Hal. Mm-hmm. If me being dressed like this puts me in the back of the class, what does wearing your own merch t-shirt, what part of the class does that put you in?
The apple aisle.
Look, I just want everybody to know Hal comes by this honestly. He is wearing a person of the world shirt right now.
I wore this the other day. Mm-hmm. I went to get ice cream, and the kid behind the counter was like, I love that shirt. So I pitched him on listening to We Got This with Mark and Hal.
Hey,
I don't know if he'll remember it, but that's one more person who could become a member at MaximumFun.org.
That's right.
UGT.
Well, good on you for wearing it. A person of the world could just be a thing that a person is, which we all are. We are all people of the world.
That's right.
Well, now that I've said it, I guess the episode's over?
Yep.
Oh, no, you have to say it.
Now I can return to my slumber. Return to that crypt where I hang out with Mumra, my roommate.
No, Hal, come on, it's summertime.
Rigid spirits of podcasts, hear my call.
Me undies. Purple mattress.
Stamps.com.
Ooh, that's the responsorial psalm this week in Mass.
Yeah, 3 companies that have never sponsored us.
Nope. What? The Catholic Church?
Church.
Okay, 4 then, I guess.
Yeah, 4. Catholic Church, not sponsor us.
No. We got to talk. Well, you know what? We'll get the Pope on to do a proper Chicago binary choice episode.
Okay,
Italian beef or a combo or Italian sausage?
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah.
Pontiff.
I bet he'd. Oh, Pontiff. Is that how you call him?
Mm-hmm.
Pontiff.
I say it 5 times in a mirror that he shows up. Hey, what's going on? Bless you.
Which he only shows up when you sneeze. That's the only bless. Do you think his bless you is worth so much more? Do people sneeze around him on purpose?
Yeah. Big fake one.
What if he's a Gesundheit guy?
I didn't see that coming.
Oh,
what a shocker.
What a shocker. Okay. So Hal, we're talking about, it's the summertime. It's just after Memorial Day, which means we are full on into summer. Everybody can wear their white pants. And we're talking some really great summer treats today. The McFlurry versus the Blizzard versus the Frosty. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that we need to have this needs to be 2 rounds. We got to have 2 rounds of this one.
Okay.
Because hey man, did you try the McFlurry? It's pretty good. Which one is it? Does the one in the middle?
You sound like how you're dressed.
Shut up. I think the McFlurry and the Blizzard are similar enough items that we need to pick one of those. They are so similar, and the Frosty is a totally different thing. So I think we need to battle those two first before we pit anything against the Frosty.
Well, you're putting the Frosty in like rarefied air.
I'm not putting it in rarefied air. No. It's
These
by
are
nature only. It is only because of the fact that it doesn't have anything else like it in this thing. You know what I mean? I think
the reason why they're all lumped together is they're the classic ice cream treats that you eat with a spoon from national, not Sonic, national fast food chains.
Why are we throwing shade at Sonic?
Because I think people will be like, what about Sonic? What about Whataburger? What about In-N-Out? Whatever.
Okay.
Number one, you don't need any milkshake. No milkshakes in this. Milkshakes you drink with a straw. Frosty and McFlurry and Blizzard are all spoon treats.
I would argue that a Frosty, with enough willpower, a Frosty is a straw treat.
With enough power, a rug is a straw treat.
Well, you're sucking on the wrong rugs.
Not me. Hey, you're sucking on the wrong rug, brother.
That sounds like something someone wearing this would say. Hey, you're sucking on the wrong rugs, man.
What was it like when you wrote Money for Nothing?
Anyway, you were explaining again why the Frosty needs to go, why we need to go with all three at the same time. Is that your pitch?
Yeah, let's talk about what we like and dislike about each of them before we compare them to one another. It doesn't have to be this round robin. Well, this beat that, and then that gets to face that, and then see if they beat each other. There may be one of these three that's just better than the other two, and that's okay.
But that's okay. Well, I think we'll get to it later on, but I would like to just talk about them first. But I do think that two of them are different enough that they will have to be debated, and that is the Frosty and either of the other two. But I think of the other two, there is definitely a clear winner.
I think one of them is absolute garbage. How about that?
Wow. Which one do you think is absolute garbage?
McFlurry.
Hal,
it's so bad.
Hal, I'm so glad you said that, so we can go right to the real meat and potatoes of this episode.
No.
What I have in front of you, in front of both of us.
Tell me why you hate the McFlurry.
I'm about to show you. I have a McFlurry. Look at the size of this thing.
Too small.
I asked for a small McFlurry. It is literally, I'm going to grab a ruler because I do have a ruler.
We're measuring this.
Yeah. This thing is a circle whose diameter is exactly 2 inches.
Okay.
And whose height is 2.5 inches.
2.5 inches.
I'm going to go from the highest point, to be fair, 3 inches from the highest point. It dips down.
And that's if you open, that's folded in.
That's folded in
like a paper thing where you find out, like if you're playing MASH or something, you pick and it tells you like your future.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like one of those, pick a number. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now pick another number.
Pick a color.
Yeah. RED. Okay. If you look at this, Hal, I just got this a little while ago. This is an Oreo McFlurry. First of all, it's very, very tiny. I asked for a small. I guess that means a like kitty cup miniature size, which is fine. I don't need that much.
That's right.
That Oreo crumble is simply sitting atop.
They didn't blend it.
They didn't blend. The thing is,
dig in and see if there's any underneath. See if it's like
I'm digging in right now. There is nothing.
Well, you went to a bad McDonald's. I've definitely had them. There was a time, and I don't know if I don't think this is the case anymore now that they have these. Like, it's like you've gone for Chinese food. It looks like the takeout container.
Yeah.
And normally that takeout container I associate with delicious foods.
Sure.
But this is low grade, quote unquote, ice cream. And it would be in a cup, and the blending part would be the spoon.
The square spoon.
You had the square spoon, and it would spin around, and then you get it, and it would have the little hollowed out part at the top.
Yeah,
and then
because the spoon itself became the blade that spun inside the blender.
Yes.
Genius.
But now, do they even blend it? Did you hear, take me through? Did you hear? I guess you don't go and they make it. I guess now, you show up at the window and it's there. So you don't hear the but did you hear anything like that?
No, I didn't hear anything like that. I missed that sound. I liked that sound back in the day.
Sure.
But here's the thing. I remember a McFlurry the topping never made it past halfway down.
Mm-hmm.
That was as far as that topping went.
Right. Yeah. It's very poorly mixed.
Very poorly mixed. I do appreciate the choices that they have narrowed down for me. It's basically just the M&M or the Oreo or whatever seasonal thing they got going on. There's one seasonal thing.
They don't do Heath Bar Crunch anymore?
They might do Heath Bar Crunch. I don't know. This is my first McFlurry in a while.
And you went Oreo.
I went Oreo, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went Oreo.
Gotcha.
They've switched away. They've switched away from which is great to get away from using as much plastic because those plastic spoons were thick.
They give you a bamboo spoon.
Yeah. No bamboo. No, it's a littler plastic spoon. They just pre-mix it like there's another blade involved in the whole creation of it process now.
In that it's an imaginary blade that didn't mix anything. Let me see the spoon that it came with.
Yeah, it's just a regular plastic spoon.
Oh, so the spoon, can you measure that spoon for me? Give me the length of that.
Yeah, that spoon, hold on. Let me lick the ice cream off it. Okay, this spoon is 5.5 inches.
Okay, so just to translate for everybody, it's 5.5 inches. So it is taller. If you combined the width and height, it still is a bigger measurement. Combined, not multiplied.
Combined conservatively looking at that it's shortest. Yeah. Yeah. There's not much here in this particular McFlurry, but the McFlurry, I will say one great thing about the McFlurry is now they're allowed to work on them. Did you go down this rabbit hole at all?
No,
the right to repair. So everybody always talks about how the McFlurry machine is always broken.
The ice cream is just in general. You can't get ice cream.
Right. The ice cream machine, because it is the Taylor brand ice cream machine that they use. It has a 4-hour cleaning cycle. And it's supposed to be done every day, that 4-hour cleaning cycle. So maybe sometimes it's in the middle of the cleaning cycle. Maybe sometimes they just did it and don't want to break it back out because nobody wants to stay there extra late. But the big reason was for the longest time because Taylor had a monopoly on repairing them. And there weren't enough Taylor repairing them to go around. Yeah. So I didn't know this. I'd heard this years ago. I did not know the addendum to it, which is in 2024. They said that figuring out the error codes in a situation like this is no longer considered copyright infringement. So anybody else can now, where other people can work on these machines. I wonder if that's why that blade switched. That somebody was like, this is real dumb, right? And now that they've opened this up to us, we can just attach a blade from something else.
That's true. It is very possible that is what happened. Do you know the history of the McFlurry, by the way?
I do not. Do you?
Yes, it was invented in 1995 by a Canadian franchise owner. And it didn't come to America until 1997. So this is a 31-year-old treat. It is the youngest of these three. I would assume if I'm going in order, it would probably be the McFlurry, and then older than that is the Frosty, and then older than that is the Blizzard. I'm not going to look it up.
I don't know when the Frosty happened, but the Blizzard only happened in 1985.
Well, maybe. Who knows? I could be wrong.
We had Frosties when I was a kid.
Where's Bill Oakley? He knows.
Right? He'll know all this stuff.
He knows everything. Yeah, it's just not good. The idea of it's great. Ice cream with candy mixed in. Who doesn't love it? But I just think they execute it so poorly. And part of it is that the ice cream that they use just isn't conducive to that. It's good in a cone, but this is like slightly harder. Like it's not soft serve, but it's not hard ice cream.
It's the same stuff, isn't it?
It doesn't taste like it. It tastes more solid to me because the ice cream cone is so soft.
Are they allowed to? Oh no, what I've got in front of me right now is the same consistency as the soft serve. I think it might just be that you're getting a little more air in it when you do the swirl. And that blending is whipping a lot of the air out of it.
Yeah.
So it becomes denser, would be my guess. Maybe. I don't know. Or it whips air into stuff because that's how you make whipped cream. Obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's in front of me right now. And I can say, I do know a little bit of what I'm talking about because you mentioned earlier ice cream. It's actually not allowed to be called ice cream because it's just a dairy treat because it only has 5% milk fat instead of 10. And, 10% is, should I be eating this thing that isn't legally ice cream?
No.
Probably not. Yeah.
What made you out of the three? Did you get one of each?
I was going to, but it was $5.40 and McDonald's is the closest place.
When did you have the idea to do it? We record at 6:00 just for everybody's.
5:36.
Oh, so you had the idea that ran out to McDonald's and rushed back.
Yeah. I just wanted to have one of them in front of me. Well, because here's the thing. I've had Blizzards more recently than a McFlurry. And I know viscerally a Frosty. I viscerally remember a Frosty.
Talk to me about that. Why do you viscerally remember a Frosty?
It means that when I was a kid, I enjoyed all of my fast food spots. I was a fast food kid, still am. I've narrowed it down a bit, but my favorite combo was when we would go to Wendy's and we would do that impossibly overloaded salad bar. and some fries maybe for all of us to share, and a Frosty. And I know that flavor, that slightly malty, chocolatey, but not heavily chocolate, extra thick milkshake, French fry dippable flavor.
Sure.
And that was stamped on me as a kid. And also we would do it. We would go and get them when we were in situations that were memorable or that were going to be memorable later. You know what I mean? Like up in the mountains for a holiday or on a vacation. That's when I'd get a Frosty. So to me, a Frosty is one of those. It's hard for me to be objective in this episode because I have that visceral memory of a Frosty. Do you have or any of these three that for you? I know obviously a McFlurry's not, but were you a Blizzard kid? Were you a Frosty kid?
They were both sometimes treats. Like it was more likely we would go to McDonald's or Burger King and it was more milk, like to have a milkshake was a treat.
Mm-hmm. What was your flavor as a kid?
Vanilla. I like vanilla.
The tannest.
Because the tannest. What is the plainest? What is the most wearing your own merch flavor I could get? And then that's it. It's a vanilla milkshake. I always like their vanilla milkshakes.
Yeah. All right.
Chocolate is okay. Sometimes I find that the chocolate has an aftertaste to it, so I don't like it as much.
Mm-hmm.
And a Frosty is very good. It's great because it is both something you eat with a spoon and something you can dip your fries into. I like how soft it is. Mm-hmm. It has sort of a unique texture. And
it's almost a little grainy.
Yeah. It's got a little graininess, but not in an off-putting way.
Mm-hmm.
And it just tastes really good. Now, I have not enjoyed any of the other flavors that they put out outside of chocolate that I've tried.
Yeah, there's like one other flavor. They drop vanilla into, I don't even know if it's in every market. It should not be around. We're not talking about that. That is not what we're talking about today. The fight is the Frosty, the original chocolate Frosty. Vanilla Frosty. Get out. Vanilla milkshake's great. Get out of here with your vanilla Frosty.
Yeah, you got it right in one.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to, once you find your keys, you don't have to keep looking.
Yep. Tastes high quality. The Girl Scout cookie one they put out, the Thin Mint one was awful.
Oh, really? If you're going to make a Thin Mint milkshake, I've got your recipe for you. You all know this.
Yeah.
If you've listened to the show, you know.
I would rather have your version than the Thin Mint snot that they were putting into subpar mint ice cream. As someone who loves mint and chocolate, I was very excited for it because, maybe they made something I specifically enjoy and then it was really bad. I think they put out a peppermint one as well that tasted like St. Joseph's Children's aspirin.
Like a holiday time kind of thing?
That I have a visceral memory of.
That doesn't sound terrible.
St. Joseph's Children's aspirin.
I was just going to ask, what is St. Joseph's Children's aspirin? It sounds delicious.
It was a chewable aspirin for kids, and it had it didn't have a mint flavor to it, but there was sort of like an odd, slightly pleasant flavor to it. So when I if I had a fever or something, like, oh, I can take this. I'm not going to hate taking the medication that will make me feel better.
If it's aspirin, you can still use it as an adult. So like,
I guess I could.
If you're especially because people do like, hey man, half of an aspirin or like a low dose aspirin. What's lower dose than a kid's chocolate peppermint flavored aspirin?
That's true.
I don't know if it's lower dose.
It's very low dose.
It's not safe for me to say.
It's only 81 milligrams.
Yeah, man. This is a great idea. And it sounds delicious.
Yeah, I wonder if I would enjoy the flavor now.
Can we have Flintstones vitamins as our morning vitamins?
Flavor. It was orange. That peppermint Frosty was like the mint version of an orange chewable aspirin, which is great for aspirin. But if ice cream tastes like that, I would send it back.
Yeah. Well, none of these I think are technically ice cream.
Yeah. So what the Frosty doesn't have going for it is like real flexibility. Because once you get outside of that base chocolate flavor, it falls off a cliff pretty quickly.
But how?
And there will be people. Yes.
That base chocolate flavor is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
They got, like you said, they got it the first time.
I'm not throwing it out.
Yeah.
I'm simply saying.
I told you I couldn't be objective.
If there were a strike against it, it would be you can't really, don't go too far away from that chocolate because you're going to find much more divisive flavors awaiting you.
Oh, another thing that you can't do with a Frosty is nobody's going to hand you a Frosty, put the spoon in it, lidless, flip it upside down and hand it to you because they would wind up with Frosty all over their hand.
That's right. Yeah. There's no cool magic trick that accompanies it.
But there is a cool magic trick. You've already hooked me on the Blizzard by doing the magic trick to present me with my Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
This is so thick It's basically the same stuff. This is a strike against it. It's basically the same stuff as the McDonald's soft serve, but it's also 5% milk fat instead of 10%, but it also has a lot more fake stuff in it. That just on the health front, I know we're not talking about health necessarily, but on the health front, it is somehow less good for you than McDonald's soft serve.
I would say I would not want their ice cream on its own.
Yeah.
I don't think their ice cream is great. I do think the Blizzard is so good because of the amount of topping they put in it.
That is why it sticks to, like, it is so thick with toppings. Like,
yes.
The Blizzard is such come on, what are we even doing? The McFlurry versus the Blizzard is, the Blizzard has a bajillion flavors. Do you know how many flavors they are at their base? All right, here's a question for you.
Okay.
How many flavors do they have as their base number?
Of mix-ins. We're talking about mix-ins here.
Mix-ins.
I know you can get vanilla or chocolate or mix of those. So your base, you already have you have more flexibility than you would with a McFlurry.
True. You have vanilla or chocolate as the base.
Yeah.
Of the mix-ins.
All right. Of the mix-ins. Mm-hmm. I'm picturing the list in my head.
Okay.
I'm picturing the different things you might add.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say the base is 40.
Not that high.
Okay, all right. You know what? My gut said 30, and then I got away from 30.
Not that high either, but still
20?
significantly higher than McDonald's is 2 or 3. 17. It is 17
okay.
At the base, but they are constantly switching them out, putting new and seasonal things in. Since its inception, there have been over 170 different flavor combinations or different mix-ins that they have used for the Blizzard at Dairy Queen. The Blizzard is, comparing a McFlurry to a Blizzard feels to me like comparing just a Chrysler sedan to a Ferrari.
Which one's which?
By the way, my Ferrari is full of toppings. Does that help?
So you're saying like just sort of this is a good treat.
No, you know what it is? I'll put it this way. I'll put it a little differently.
All right.
It's the difference between a Ferrari and a Camaro. A McFlurry is great. A Camaro is great. A McFlurry is great until you see what the McFlurry / Camaro is trying to emulate. And if it's trying to emulate the best version of a sports car, then a Camaro is trying to emulate a Ferrari and a McFlurry is trying to emulate a Blizzard, because Blizzard is so far and away the superior item. Even if it does have faking emulsifiers and thickeners. And
yeah, I mean, look, none of this is good for you.
No, good point.
Let's not pretend that they harvest the Frosty.
Well, it's Frosty season again.
Yeah.
Time to go out and pick Frosties.
Over Wendy's Field.
Oh,
is where they come from.
Wendy, last year Wendy had a much bigger harvest than this year, but we'll make do with what we can. It's hard times for Frosties.
So tired of them subsidizing my Frosty. They're paying Wendy's not to make them.
Now, hey, listen, you just hop in that vehicle over there, fill it up with frosthanol, and get out there and plow that field.
Look, everything we're talking about here is only slightly healthier than a Whippet.
Yeah.
But it's similar buzz sometimes.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Do you get brain freeze? I guess you would get brain freeze if you tried to do the Frosty through a straw.
You mean sphenopalatine neuroganglia? I think something like that.
This had to be one of your trivia questions in your game at one point then.
Sure, of course.
Fantastic.
Of course. Yeah, sometimes.
All right. Yeah. So you were right about it being a spoon
I like
thing.
when it gets a little melty. I like when it gets a little like I don't have a problem with it getting melty.
I have no problem with this McFlurry in front of me getting melty. As soon as this episode's over, I'm gonna drink this through a straw.
Yeah. How much does it look like water right now, though?
There's a fish in it.
Oh, okay.
So a lot.
It's Ronald McDonald's koi pond.
What do you think that Grimace thinks about the McFlurry? Because he was originally, that was his whole thing, was milkshakes. He just went nuts for milkshakes.
He either hates it or he's afraid of it.
Afraid of it?
He's like, are they going to put me in that machine?
Oh,
I
Grimace.
don't want to have a bunch of M&Ms all over me.
That's pretty good, Grimace.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Or is he wearing Is he wearing the Oreo crumbs like on your McFlurry as like a toupee? He's like, notice anything different?
Hey, did you get younger? Boy, you look good. I can't tell what it is, but something about you looks good.
I'll never tell. Oh no, some of it fell off.
Oh goodness. Oh, your youth is crumbling around you.
Up in my attic, I have a portrait of a full Oreo.
Hey, oh jeez. Can I tell a quick story of Oreo being dicks?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the folks at Dairy Queen approached Oreo for a collab early on in 1985, I guess, when it came out, and they were like, "We want to do this thing where we whip a whole bunch of Oreos into our soft serve, make it thick enough to put a spoon in, flip it over." And they're like, "Yeah, I don't think this Blizzard thing is going to work out." So they're like, "Okay." And they went to the people at Hydrox, our beloved Hydrox cookie, the original Oreo before the Oreo existed, the creator of the entire vibe, the taste, the experience, the whole thing. Hydrox, stolen by Oreo and marketed better. So what does Oreo do? Stolen valor, stolen Oreo valor. Oreo's like, "Yeah, we don't think this is going to work." Blizzard goes to Hydrox and is like, "We're going to do cookies and cream, this thing called a Blizzard." And they're like, "That sounds great. Let's do it." It blows up, becomes the biggest thing in the world. And guess who knocks on Dairy Queen's door?
Nabisco?
Yeah. Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen, listen. We changed our mind. I think Oreo Blizzard sounds like a great combination. And it kills me that they were right. But it kills me that Hydrox lost the contract. Anyway, that's another quick story of Oreo being dicks.
Hey, it's called ice cream, not ice friends.
All right. This is a binary choice, Hal. This is the part that I wanted to get to because I think we need to talk about what makes them similar and what makes them different. And what makes them different is the presence of even crushed up toppings. How much of a purist, how much of a toppingsist? Where are you on this?
Toppingsist? What do you mean? Do I like toppings on ice cream?
I mean, like the purity and the like smooth simplicity of a Frosty versus like the zen of a Frosty versus the chaos of a Blizzard. And is a Blizzard chaos? Is it chopped up enough in there that it disperses in a non-chaotic way?
No, it's always chaotic.
Okay.
That's kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Is you'll get huge chunks. Like I like a peanut butter cup. When I went on I have an annual trip that I like to take. I go out to Illinois to a toy fair that's outside of Chicago. I spend a couple days in Chicago. I visit with Symphony Sanders, our pal. I visit with my buddy Jordan and his wife and kids. And then I go out to like the rural area, like the rural suburbs of Chicago, like 45 minutes outside, a place called Lake Charles. That's the name of it. Lake Charles or St. Charles. That's the name of it. St. Charles. And that's where they hold this thing. But I spend my time out there. It's really nice, very relaxing. And they have a Dairy Queen. And I went there twice in a long weekend. And I got the peanut butter cup. I was just craving it. I used to be more of an M&M person. Yeah. But I've grown into really enjoying the peanut butter cup. And you get like the little slivers and just some peanut butter filling in some bites. And then you get like a quarter of a cup in some bites. Yeah. And so there's like the fun of you get a spoonful and you know you're going to get some candy in every single bite. Unlike that dipshit McFlurry you have sitting in front of you. The fact that you can get some topping in every single bite, that's a huge difference maker.
Yeah. Like you can't even call them toppings. They're mix-ins. Like that is the fact that
they're not toppings. That's true.
It is. Look, I love an ice cream flavor that has stuff interspersed throughout.
Right.
If I'm going to go out into the world and get an ice cream cone, I'm going to prefer a soft serve cone to a scooped cone because it's easier. That's just what I prefer. I like soft serve a lot. And,
me too.
And the thing is, what a Blizzard does is it creates this new hybrid, not new, 1985 new, but it creates a hybrid where you can have soft serve with the interspersed mix-ins of a scooped ice cream. You know what I mean?
Yes. You don't have to Like growing up, going to Core Brothers in Ocean City, which is a huge soft serve place, you get your cone, and then I'd get the Rainbow Jimmies on it. I love those. But even if you get chocolate, whatever you get on there, as you eat it, eventually you get to the point where you don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
Because you have to, first of all, you have to protect the skirt of the cone.
Sure.
You got to keep a perimeter there.
Yeah.
Then you start working your way up because otherwise it'll drop down. It'll become too top heavy. So you have to maintain the integrity of a decent sized cone. And you get to the point and tasting those toppings along the way is really great.
Sure.
And then you get to the point where it's just the ice cream.
Yeah.
And it just feels, then I'm trying to get bites of cone with it.
Because then there's your texture difference.
Yeah. And the cake cone has a good taste to it.
By the way, Hal, the way that you described this made it sound like a Sims game or like Ice Cream Cone Tycoon. It's like, okay, well, here's all these different tasks that I have to keep an eye on. All right, you got to watch the perimeter. You got to keep an eye on the perimeter out there. You have to make sure that some of it drips down into the middle, which means you have to put just a little bit of pressure on the top direct middle until you feel it start to go down. Then you're like, okay, now some of it's made its way into the cone. Got to go back to the perimeter and look around again. And then you're getting some warning light over here in the game where you got to, I got to go click this now.
Well, you're all playing ice cream checkers while I play ice cream chess. I don't know what to tell you. There's a way to do these things. Yeah. Because you want to, there's no worse feeling than when you have the toppings on a soft serve and then all of a sudden they're in the back of your hand. Yeah. And you got to back of your hand becomes part of the treat. If you manage it properly, you're getting all of it, but you're getting a lot of all toppings bites. Yeah. And with no ice cream. And then later on, you get ice cream with no toppings. Well, the Blizzard solves that problem. Yeah. And I do like a mix in. I don't like just a scoop of ice cream on its own. Give me more stuff with, give me ice cream with stuff in it and then put stuff on top of it. So I like the Frosty. I think the Frosty is a fine treat. I like it a lot. I would say I'm more looking for things to mix in and to have that variety of choice. That to me is something that would put it over the top. Where are you right now?
Well, I'm torn. If we are in fact, as we have been deemed by others, food court, and we are the justices of the food court in many ways, I have to put my personal feelings aside. My personal feelings being that the Frosty is such a visceral memory and it's such a part of my life, and dipping fries in a Frosty, while it sounds gross, sure, you know what? It probably is. But as kids, we thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And guess what? That salty chocolate bite is pretty darn delicious. Give it a shot.
I don't know anybody who doesn't do that.
Okay, good. So it's not
you're not describing something that's occurring on the fringes of Frosty society. This is
a common use of the Frosty.
Yeah. This is the Midwest of eating Frosties. You dip your fries in it.
So I have my personal opinions, but I feel like I have to go with, in the interest of subjectivity, I have to go with precedent on this particular food court. And the justices of this particular food court, in the case of Cadbury v. Cadbury in our British chocolate episode, this court did ultimately side in favor of whichever candy had the absolute most stuff in it. It was the picnic bar, and it was the picnic bar versus the Lion bar. And we literally, it was just because the picnic bar had more things. And, if we're using court precedent, then I think that might have to have a little bit of sway. And as much as I love the Frosty, there is something really, really, really cool about a Blizzard.
Yeah. I mean, even the presentation of it.
There's a magic trick that starts.
This is so thick.
Yeah.
That I'm going to turn it over and nothing will drop out of it. I will put the spoon in and turn it over. And sometimes you get someone working there who's been there for a while. It's a long shift. I don't blame them. They do a sort of a half-hearted, all right, I did it. Yeah. I did it because I was trained to do it.
I'm not handing you the spoon like it's a lollipop. Just take your cup.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm always you don't have to do it. I'm not going to be mad at you. Yeah. But I also like when somebody takes a little bit more time with it.
The Tiki Maynard of Dairy Queen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he turns a comb into a mustache and then turns over.
Sir, I've been in this drive-through for 9 minutes.
Yeah, please stop doing all your bits. This is 2026. You can't do 90% of what you're doing right now. Please, Tiki Maynard.
Oh, wow. We're doing that voice? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Okay. Oh, boy, yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for playing. Yeah, I think people of the world, that there are times in life where less is more. And then there are times in life where more is more. And this is dessert. And in dessert, I would argue, and it has been the precedent of food court, that more is more when it comes to desserts.
Yeah.
Like that is, you want more desserts. Like don't just give me a simple Nilla wafer. Put that Nilla wafer in a banana pudding.
Yeah.
So take your ice cream and use the ice cream as a candy delivery vessel. That's the most noble life that an ice cream can aspire to. I will deliver to you whatever toppings you blend inside. And hey, pay a little extra. Get a second one in there. Can you do two? You can do two things, can't you, in a Blizzard?
What would be your mix? What would be your two Blizzard thing mix?
I'm kind of into, there are some local places that will do something similar to that because Dairy Queen is far away.
Yeah.
And I like, it's vanilla ice cream, mix in peanut butter cups and also mini Reese's Pieces.
Oh, okay.
And you think,
a little peanut butter blast.
Yeah. You almost think it's too much, but it's not. It's perfect.
Okay. I'm going to go Elvis. I'm going to mix peanut butter cups and bananas.
That's a great choice too. Yeah. See all the different choices that you can make?
Everybody's so creative.
Yeah. And you can change your base. Would you rather mix a chocolate with all that stuff? Chocolate and banana and a peanut butter cup?
That feels like a lot.
Come on. Oh, that's good.
That is pretty good. Yeah, you've sold me. That took zero arm twisting.
Could be good. Yeah. I'm not trying to ask you to do something that's going to hurt you. I'm trying to help you here.
I appreciate you.
There you go. All due respect to the Frosty, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
But it has lost on this day to Dairy Queen's now 41-year-old.
All right. It had that party last year with the black balloons.
An archway over at the local dining hall. Everybody had to dress up.
Oh,
everybody wore uncomfortable shoes and took pictures under a balloon arch for the Blizzard's 40th birthday. But it is the winner of this episode, Asked and Answered, the Dairy Queen Blizzard. Thank you, Time Lord Spock.
Yes.
Live long and prosper.
Amen. Yes, thank you for the topic. This was a blast. This topic is closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com, or
you can just show up at Mark's electric guitar store. You can also follow us on social media where we are at We Got This Podcast, with the exception of Instagram where we are at We Got This Show. We also have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to for exclusive, fun, live experiments that we do, video content that we'll put out on a whim. And if you like our content and you want access to exclusive content of ours, you can become a member at maxfun.org for $5 a month and get access to now 10 years of bonus content. And that's just 10 episodes, but that's not even all of what we've put out over the course of our time, Max Fun. We are putting new stuff out onto that bonus feed. So if you go to maximumfun.org/join WGT, you can set up a membership. Again, you can pay monthly. If $5 a month seems better to you, great. If you want to pay $60 for the year up front and not have to think about it again, that's fine too. But please encourage you to do so if you're able. It means the world to us. You can also suggest topics to us and talk to us on Discord like Time Lord Spock did. That's bit.ly/WGT Discord. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, with whom Hal and I would love to jump into that big square plastic spoon machine and get swirled up into a delicious treat with you all. Now, we thank you so much. We couldn't do this without you. We wouldn't do this without you. So to you, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody. We got this.
We got this.
You look like Josh Brolin in The Goonies.
Hey, it's John Moe, and I host Depeche Mode and Sleeping with Celebrities, and I'm here with Max Fun Member of the Month, Kara Barnett.
Hi, John. It's great to talk to you.
We appreciate your support, Kara. How long have you been listening to the show?
I've been listening to Depeche Mode since the first promo came out with Patton Oswalt. I've been listening since the very first episode.
Now, Kara, as our Max Fun Member of the Month, you'll be getting some prizes here. A $25 gift card to the Maximum Fun store, a special Member of the Month bumper sticker, and get this, a parking spot at Max Fun headquarters in Los Angeles just for you, just for a month or so.
Well, that's so exciting. If only I lived in Los Angeles. But I got my eye on some stuff in the Max Fun store.
Kara Barnett, thank you for being a listener, and congratulations on being this month's Member of the Month.
I hear the Member of the Month promos all the time.
Uh-huh.
And I can't wait for my friends who listen to Max Fun shows to hear me on the radio, because I haven't told any of them.
Support the shows you love, including this one. Check the show notes for a link or go to MaximumFun.org/join.
Hello, this is Alden Ford.
And Mujan Zulfagari.
Two of the creators of Mission to Zix, your favorite improvised, obsessively sound-designed sci-fi sitcom here on the Max Fun Network. And the news is...
We're back! With an all-new miniseries set in the Zix universe. The Young Old Durf Chronicles.
Yeah.
Will Durf find his own killer before it's too late?
Ooh.
To find out how that question could possibly make sense, well, you just have to tune in.
Yeah, and as always, it's ambitious and labor-intensive to a frankly absurd degree.
Indeed.
So, if you are looking for a little break from your own galaxy, we would love for you to check it out.
That's the Young Old Durf Chronicles. Search Mission to Zix, ZYXX, in your podcast app.
Or on MaximumFun.org.
Keep it fresh.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Audience supported.